Hey guys, welcome to the first of my mini-series, The Basics of Paint Tool Sai. Today we'll be talking about the tabs that are in this program. By that I mean these babies, and maybe a couple of these tools. So first off, I would like to say that I'm using this Intuos Pro tablet because I don't have a mouse. But you can also use a mouse, so it's no problem. So we have about 9 of these tabs. The first one is for the files. Here we have new, so we open a new canvas here. Then there's the open. The open is for opening a file that we already have. So for example, if I open this, which is our Sai mascot, yay, then there's create from clipboard, which I have no idea what it is. Then there's open recent, so the recent files you've been working for. Then if you scribble something, so that just okay. And since it's new, it means you can save, or you can just use save as, which means you need to add its name and all of that. Then there's export as, so we have this for program Sai, for Photoshop, for bitmap, and all the other ones. And then there's this, and that's pretty much it for the file one. Then for the edit, we have the undo, so you can undo that or redo it. And for instance, if we would select this pup, we can now also use cut or copy, and then if we would copy, the paste button would also be available, or copy by selection, so only this would be possible. Then the canvas one has change resolution, so we could like do it like this, and all the numbers change, while if we go into change size, only one of these changes. Here we also need to look for this guy, resolution. The bigger the number is, the better the resolution will be. So if you're doing prints, it's good to put like 300 or 500 here. Then we have crop by selection, so we'd have only this, or flip vertically, rotate. Then layers, so layers are these things here. So if we do this one and you would draw on it, it wouldn't mean that it goes on the actual pup, it actually stays here. If we would do the same thing on here though, it actually draws it on the pup. So layers, we have new layers, so we create a new layer. We have new line work layer, which means this one. It's actually pretty good for mouse users because you can do the lines like this and you can change them and make it look good. Then we have new layer set, which is sort of like an album or a document in which you put these layers. We're actually going to talk about layers a bit more in a different tutorial. Then we have copy, so if we copy this one and we'd have another one on the same one, so if I copy this, and now there's 2 layers of the same pup. Then there's delete, so we've deleted that layer. There's erase, so we've erased it. Fill, you can fill it with the color you have right now. Luminance to transparency, so now it's transparent, which means if how do you explain this? It's like as if it would be a ghost, you can see through it in a way. Then there's transform, so we can transform the size of the pup. Again, flip horizontally and all that. For selection, let's say we select this. Now in selection we can do clear, or which means that the selection was cleared, or we can invert, so everything around it is actually selected. We can show it or not. I'm not sure why that's a good thing though. We can increase it, which means it's going to grow bigger, or we can just select all, so now the whole picture is selected. Filters, we have hue and saturation, so we can have different hues. Okay, the picture now is black and white, so I can't really show this except maybe for this one. Nope, here it is. So the brightness here, you know, it's more or less, and the contrast means how much you're going to see it, and the color deepen. These two are pretty great for After Effects after you finish a photo. Then we have view. We can do a new one, so we have two of these. We can have close all, zoom in. No. Let's just open that again. So we have zoom in, zoom out, flip, non-scaled, or reset translation, reset rotation, and I don't really use these much. Now when you install Paint Tool Sai, you usually have, no wait, just a second, you usually have these over here, and I think we have these. This is what you usually get when you install Sai for the first time. You have all these things here, so this window is good for picking what you actually want. So I usually put the layers onto my right side because it's easier for me to pick a color here and make a layer over here. This is really good for having colors already picked for whenever you would need them. I usually don't really use it. So you have the color wheel. It's good to have the color wheel. The RGB slider. So you have this. It can be pretty useful, but I don't really use it. Then there's this one, which is, as you can see, for the saturation. The color mixer. So here you're supposed to mix colors. I don't know. Swatches, as we already said. The scratch pad is cool. It's kind of like a sketchbook thing where you just draw inside, and I don't know, try brushes really. Like if you see something looks really cool and then you're like, okay, I'm going to use this brush then for my painting or whatever it is you have. So that's that. The navigator is over here, so you know where you are on the picture. The quick bar is good to have because these are really important, and I will get them in a second. View selector, so these are these. I like to use them actually sometimes, or I just use the up and down keys on my keyboard. Then there's this. Okay. So this is to change, but I really like it like this. So if you like it better, if everything is white and everything is black and you just have the colors here, you can use this one, but I actually prefer this one. I don't know, it just looks better. So cursor show brush size, yeah. Use dot cursor. I don't really like this. It just makes it kind of makes my my pen sort of harder to draw with. High command, I don't really know why that's here because I like to have them around. So, and then there's these two that I already showed. And in the others you have the help, the keyboard shortcuts. It's always good to have your keyboard shortcuts, like for saving. I think I have S, or for, I don't know. Anyway, it's good to have the shortcuts. Then we have options, system, and blah blah blah. Here we have, for instance, if we would draw something and we would be like, I don't like this, so you can delete for quite a while, or you can show it back. the selection is, for instance, if I select this and it will show or not. And here we also have the clear selection, or if we go back, we can have the invert. So we have the little buttons instead of it here. Then this shows how big or how small the picture is. You can do that here or just like that. So now it's complete. Here are the how you want the picture to be, so you can rotate it or you can just do it here. This is good for seeing, I mean, over here the face looks alright, but if you put it like here, this eye looks a bit weird. I did this in a bit of a hurry, so it doesn't look that well, so I wasn't really thinking about this, but it's good to use. The stabilizer the stabilizer is when you use your digital tablet, because if it's on 1, I'll just show you how it works. If it's on 1, it's like just like that. You decide the how much it goes. The more you go up, so let's say we go here, it has it goes slower and it's more straight. S7 is the most you can go. As you can see, it goes really slow. It's good for lines where you just want details, but I never go to that high. I usually go around here the most, and even this I don't use. I usually go 12, and it's good if you try to do it yourself, because one day I got too used to having it on S7, so once I tried around here and I was like, what the hell is going on, you know? And it's good to know this. So that's for this. Here you have actually these bars, as you could say. So here's the color wheel. Then we have this RGB. We have this one, this which is really useful, and the sketchbook, as I say. I only have the color wheel and my brushes and this, because if you have too many things, you can't see all of this, and I just like having it sort of organized. Here you just have the zoom, the angle, and okay, these are these are really important. So let's say we want to make these, for instance, darker. We do it here. So we have 5 modes, except for the normal one. We have multiply, which you can't really see it here. Just let me, for example, if we do a ball, okay, we're going to talk about it. And we use this color. I mean, it looks sort of okay, but if you put it on multiply, as you can see, it changes color and it's really nice. And then if we do like this orangey color and put it on luminosity, it gets more more color. I don't know how to say it. I mean, it's a lot lighter. Then we also have, okay, so these, okay, I don't use the screen one because it's too powerful in my opinion, or the overlay one. I mean, the overlay is cool in some cases, but not always. And then the binary just makes it black, so I don't like that one. So these are the modes, and then for effects, it's fringe. So fringe, we can't really use it on here, so let's just, okay, so we're gonna clip it. Fringe is this. Fringe can be really useful because it makes a nice effect. I don't know, you can get used to this style, for instance. Then we have another stuff. You have textures. You have canvas, paper, watercolor A and B. Canvas is really nice. Let me just put a color so you can see. So as you can see, it's like a canvas. And here you just decide how big you want the scale to be and how strong. Then we have paper. So you literally get really cool textures even though you only have 4, but you can make your own, so it's really cool. That's for textures, and I think we are done for today. So next time, what do I have for next time? We're going to talk about brushes next time. So how many brushes we have, how we can make some, how we can duplicate them, and all that fun stuff. So until next time, bye bye.